Hey gamers! Welcome to the Web3 Gaming Channel, your go-to hub for all things play-to-earn. In this first video, we will cover the reasons why many existing play-to-earn games made of varying degrees exhibit characteristics of a Ponzi scheme scam. It's an insightful journey into the nuances of the gaming industry, so let's get started. First, let's talk about the Ponzi scheme. What's a Ponzi scheme? A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investment scam where returns are paid to existing investors from funds contributed by new investors, rather than from profit earned. It creates a false impression of a profitable venture to attract more investors, as the scheme relies on a continuous influx of new investors. Once a Ponzi scheme is no longer able to attract enough new investors to pay returns to existing participants, it eventually collapses, and then there's very little money left. And it's distributed among the earlier investors who managed to withdraw funds before the collapse. These investors might recover some of their initial investment or even make a profit, but the majority of participants usually end up losing their money. The individuals who orchestrated the Ponzi scheme, often referred to as the mastermind or the operator, are likely to have taken a significant portion of the funds for themselves. The term Ponzi scheme is named after Charles Ponzi, an Italian businessman who became infamous for such a scheme in the early 20th century. Charles Ponzi did not invent the concept, but his scheme became widely publicized and is often cited as one of the most famous examples. Ponzi schemes can take various forms and can involve different types of investments, but the basic principle remains the same: using funds from new investors to pay returns to earlier investors in order to create the appearance of a profitable enterprise. Now let's delve into the implementation of this concept into play-to-earn games, utilizing the NFT market. It's important to clarify that not all play-to-earn games involving NFTs are Ponzi schemes or scams. However, there are many cases where some Web3 gaming projects have characteristics of the Ponzi scheme. In the context of play-to-earn games with NFTs, a potential Ponzi scheme may work as follows. Initial investment. Players are either encouraged or obligated to invest in NFTs or game-associated tokens as a prerequisite to play and potentially earn money in the game, with the assurance of future returns. The primary or exclusive method to earn money while playing is by investing in the game's NFTs, rather than deriving earnings directly from in-game assets. The amount invested in NFTs dictates the crypto token earnings, and more substantial investments yield higher returns. However, these returns often come with daily gain limit, withdrawal of the token only after few months from the launch, and other limitations to impede and slow down the pace of gaining back the initial investment. This limitation aims to reduce the likelihood of achieving net profits for players while benefiting the orchestrators of the Ponzi pyramid scheme. Earn from referrals. The primary method of earning is not from the success or growth of the game, but from recruiting new players. Existing players are rewarded for bringing in new investors. Dependency on new investments. The returns for existing players are dependent on a continuous influx of new players and their investments. Money from new investors is used to pay returns to earlier investors. False promises. The project may make unrealistic promises about the potential returns on investment, without a clear and viable strategy for generating income but utilizing weak profit-making strategies, like staking the bought or minted NFTs. No genuine product or service. The focus is on attracting new investments, rather than delivering a legitimate and sustainable play-to-earn experience. The game's success is tied more to the recruitment of players than the quality of the earning mechanics. This is in fact what happens as players start to sell the token they are gaining through the expensive NFTs they invested on, and no new players and new investments are coming to the game. The game along with the token will die and dump in less than a year in most cases. Another main characteristic of a Web3 gaming Ponzi scheme is the lack of sustainable income true play-to-earn mechanics like the real money trading. The game or platform lacks a sustainable business model or revenue source beyond the recruitment of new players and new investments. There may be no genuine value or utility associated with the in-game assets or tokens. In fact, most of these games won't include sustainable play-to-earn mechanics like the real money trading, which involves the exchange of all the in-game items, currency, or assets for real-world money. In traditional or Web2 gaming, real money trading has been a common practice, with players buying and selling virtual items for real money outside the official game store. While real money trading has often been discouraged or even prohibited by Web2 game developers, in some cases, it has led to the development of sustainable economies within gaming ecosystem, allowing for a player-driven economy, rather than developers or masterminds-driven economy as it happens in these Web3 Ponzi schemes. There are, for example, some players who have made a great revenue from selling RuneScape Gold, and they are still making more money than what is made on Web3 games by selling in-game items and currency on all the popular games like World of Warcraft, Albion Online, New World, Path of Exile, and CS:GO, to name a few. I want to specify that real money trading is not about trading NFTs only, but every or most in-game assets, including non-NFTs items and equipment that you may acquire in the game. As in a Ponzi scheme Web3 game, the absence of real money trading that includes also all the non-NFTs assets is intentional. Allowing players to cash out true in-game non-NFTs asset trading would disrupt the Ponzi scheme by taking many funds out of the investment pyramid, turning it into a more player-based economy. The Ponzi scheme relies on a continuous flow of new investments to pay returns, and real money trading could expose its insolvency, risk detection, and undermine the illusion of sustainable growth. Furthermore, within Web3 gaming Ponzi schemes, players might exclusively trade the NFTs purchased from the store, which are not in-game items acquired through gameplay but instead artificially generated by developers. This design primarily favors developers' wallets, limiting players' ability to generate genuine revenue within the game. Although some of these games may allude to a real money trading system by allowing players to drop NFTs from mobs or quests or events in the game, or craft them through complex systems. These Web3 gaming Ponzi schemes are doing this just to keep regulating the economy to benefit them, which are on top of the Ponzi pyramid, rather than the players also. The NFTs drops, in fact, are not genuinely random in these games, as they are programmed to occur at predetermined intervals or within their built-in quests and events. Crafting systems may also require monetary investments, creating an illusion of player agency and furthermore blocking the player-based economy. In reality, these mechanisms serve to tightly regulate and control players' earnings, restricting them to the amount invested in the game. This approach eliminates factors like grinding and luck that could otherwise influence players' income, reinforcing the Ponzi scheme's dependency on player investments. That's it for this video. If you found this content informative and engaging, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more insights into the world of gaming economies and Web3. Your support means a lot. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we'll delve even deeper into these topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.